यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ वॉरविक, जो यूके के शीर्ष संस्थानों में से एक है, मुंबई में एक खास मीडिया कार्यक्रम के साथ अपनी 60वीं वर्षगांठ मनाई। इस कार्यक्रम में वॉरविक के वैश्विक प्रभाव, नवोन्मेषी शोध और भारत के साथ उसके गहरे एवं सक्रिय संबंधों को उजागर किया गया, जिसमें उद्योग, सहयोग और बदलाव लाने वाले पूर्व छात्रों का बढ़ता समुदाय शामिल है। इस महत्वपूर्ण अवसर पर यूनिवर्सिटी के वरिष्ठ अधिकारी जो यूके से मुंबई आए, जिनमें अजय तेली और सतनाम राणा शामिल थे, उनका यह दौरा भारत में प्रतिभा, विकास और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय साझेदारियों को मजबूत करने के प्रति वारविक की प्रतिबद्धता को और पुष्ट करता है, खासकर भारत के साथ जो विश्वविद्यालय के सबसे सक्रिय छात्र और पूर्व छात्र समुदायों में से एक है। तो आइए सुनते हैं इस मौके पर आए हुए मेहमानों ने क्या कुछ कहा, ये आपको सुनाते हैं। पेश है मुंबई से हमारी खास खबर।
At least a few courses which are most popular in India, which the Indian students would definitely like to go for, and of course what is the investment that they have to do, and if there's any scholarships possible, and how do you identify the students? I mean, you can't take everybody because of their intellectual capabilities as well. So is there any entrance tests or psychometric tests or aptitude tests or something?
So can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. So I could be here all day talking to you about that. So I'm going to give you a sort of top line and a snapshot. So Satnam's talked about the new AI course at WMG, which has become so popular, and a lot of our students are really looking at that because that is the future and the growth of where things are going. Now we offer undergraduate courses which can last between 3 and 4 years, and we offer postgraduate courses which last a year. If I talk about the MBA as an example, so the MBA can be done in 1 year or 2 years. So you've got the traditional MBA, which Parth did, and that was a year. You could do an executive MBA, which could last or be spread out between 1, 2, or even 3 years. We also have courses which are essentially researched because we look around to find out actually what's needed, what's going to help with growth, what's going to help with our future development, and globally what is going to create an impact for us. So we look at all of that. We have our social sciences faculty, we have our STEM subjects as well, which is really important in terms of growing those subject matters. We also have the Faculty of Arts building as well, so it's not only just science, technology and maths and economics, but we have creative writing. We have an opportunity for students to go out to Venice as well, in the Warwick Venice Centre, to look at the art and the history of our work and architecture. So there's a whole depth and breadth. Our academics also come from our top-notch institutions as well, so it's really important that students get the best education, and we've got the something called TEF, the Teaching Excellence Framework, which we've got gold, and not many universities have gold, so we're really, really proud of that as well. So your question about entrance and admissions, now I'm not going to go into too much detail, but we will share details further, so we'll make sure we've got your details. But the entrance it's tough because we want to make sure we've got the best students, but also we look at students who can also make that impact outside. You look at our alumni here, they're a prime example of what they're adding back into the respective countries. So there's a lot I could go into, but that's just a snapshot, and we will send you more information on that.
If I can share, I met a really brilliant, right-minded young lady on Sunday who's coming to do her PhD with us at Warwick in the social science, in the arts faculty. And she ran over and said hello because I've got an arts and culture background. And she's there to study the structures and the governance of public art. And she has one sole mission to come back here and also look at how she can develop that in the India context. And that made me so happy because it just shows that that exchange of knowledge, but even before starting, thinking about how she can reapply it back here in India. And for us, that's really, really important because we absolutely believe that everything we do, everything we teach is all about making that difference in the real world. It's not just about textbook, but it's making that real world impact. And our Vice Chancellor, Professor Stuart Croft, calls our students tomorrow's change makers. We've got today's change makers here, but the students that come to us, they are tomorrow's change makers, and we are super proud of that, super proud.
Yeah. One thing I also appreciate that you have relevant courses which are currently the demand in the industry. That was one thing, but at the same time I would also like to understand, is there any courses for the alumni to stay relevant, so like a refresher course or something which is reserved for alumni, as well as maybe it could be online or offline or anything like that?
I can answer that question because last night an alum DM'd me on Insta. Don't know who she is, it was random, but it's because I've been posting whilst I've been here. And she's a practicing doctor here in Mumbai who's accessed a course online through Warwick Medical School. So yes, we do that. We partner with delivery education providers and then through the university provide those refresher programs. So she's a practicing doctor taking an online course with us and IHEED. So yes, we do that. We beyond your 3 years and your curated years with us, we have those opportunities as well. But those opportunities are high quality opportunities. I think that's very key for the university, and that's what makes us world leading in our education and research.
I need some clarity about Lord Bhattacharya. I didn't get the connection with Lord Bhattacharya, A, and B, do the students who come to go to England pay for their education entirely by themselves, or does the university offer some kind of financial aid and scholarships?
I can definitely talk about Lord Bhattacharya. So Tata took over Jaguar Land Rover in 2008, and it was the late Lord Kumar Bhattacharya, the founder of the Warwick manufacturing group, who persuaded the late Ratan Tata to join forces. So that's the connection. And since then, Lord Bhattacharya, together with Ratan Tata, saved 7,000 jobs when that partnership took place. They also created 10,000 new jobs since then, and they've brought something that we call NAIC, so the National Automotive Innovation Centre, to life, and that research has been brought to the forefront, bringing the brightest minds together from industry and academia to develop future vehicles and automobility solutions, which is really, really important to us. And we're constantly, as a university, evolving this research. And just to give an example, we've created batteries for vehicles, so a battery created motorcycle, to new developments in the types of batteries. And there's a lot of information that we can't quite talk about because it's top secret, because they are developing research. But the thing is, we've been very humble about talking about the research, and that's why we're here today, to showcase some of the work we're doing, and we will be back in India in November to launch and showcase some of the more recent work that we've been doing. But again, we can also send you more detailed information if that's going to help you as well.
I'd like to know one thing. The collaboration with the Tata Technologies has been listed 25 years, right? What have been the key outcome of this partnership so far, and how it is involving to meet the new industry challenges?
As I said to the lady over there, I think the key thing has been about the research and development, and I think that research and development has evolved so much. So it's been about that constant change in terms of our batteries, automotive vehicles. The course that Satnam talked about in AI, that's going to provide a lot of newness in terms of that evolving technology. So I think that's really, really important to us.
Yeah, so what we do there is we have modular education programs, yeah? So we have joint research and development initiatives to drive innovation in engineering and manufacturing, and that can span, as we said, AI. It's also about cybersecurity, smart manufacturing, digital twins. So it's about looking at what is the need in industry and then reflecting it back in the courses that we are providing, which is why we are always evolving, we listen. And that's why it's unique, that relationship. To work with Tata Industries, you're working in real time and also into the future, because you're not just sitting there thinking, we think we want to teach. young people this. It's actually there is a need for this, and then out of that need is born sometimes a new course or refining a course, etc., etc. It also means that for our students who come and study at the Warwick Manufacturing Group, there are internships and there are placements as well in industry. So that industry partnership, whether that's public or private, is really, really important to us, and that's what gives our students the edge, that real life experience, the opportunity to develop ideas. We've got students working with our researchers. If you Google the sewage-powered car, we have a motor racing car which is being developed at the moment, and it is powered by recycled sewage. So there's a lot of cutting-edge technology there, there's a lot of experimentation which is embedded within research, but it's how then you apply it into a world which has to increasingly become more sustainable as well. And on that note, we're also looking at the aerospace technologies with our collaboration through Tata as well at NAIC, and looking at how we can effectively have sustainable air technology as we move into the future and as an increasingly connected world as well. So I hope that answers your question, but like I said, if you want some deeper information, we can supply that to you. We obviously go back to our academics and then give you the answers that you seek as well.
First of all, I feel like I'm at home, because whatever your name itself, Satnam, Ajay, then connector was there. Like it's like, overall, in fact, I saw some of the clips where you have shown the color festival also. I don't know what it's called there. Holi? That's good. Holi. Then I saw tire burning things also over there, the race car and what they were burning. Is that campus has all the facilities?
Yes, on campus we have.
Not the racetrack.
No, not the racetrack.
Not the racetrack.
On campus, I mean, we have over 300 societies, and the thing about the University of Warwick is you can create your own new society if you want to, and I think that's why culturally it is so positive. We had a professor, Dr. Nehal Gupta, who was here a few days ago, and she was so proud because when she was at Warwick, she said, there's this massive list of language courses, Chinese, there is Mandarin, there's Italian, there's Spanish, there's German, but where's the Hindi? And she was all about bringing that community together, so she went out there and created the Hindi course, and that's just one small example of so much that goes out in Warwick, and that's a really, really important thing for anybody coming to study at Warwick at any age, that you can be fully integrated and you also have an opportunity to create what you want. There's more stuff, but I'm going to pass on to Simon.
Because I often walk up and down campus, and I love walking up and down campus because I hear so much Hindi that I feel as if my Hindi's got better over the last year. I've been with the university for the last year. When it comes to Diwali, we celebrate Diwali together. You will see Rangoli parties, you will see Dandiya, you will see everybody coming and dressing up, and you've got mums and dads sending over our Indian clothes through the post, and our students celebrating together. I'm really proud of that because it shows that even our next generation, whether they be British Asian or from India, are continuing with our heritage and our tradition, and it's embraced as well by the wider non-Asian community on campus. We had, for the first time last year, I don't know if there's anybody from a Sikh Punjabi background here, but we have langar, as you may know, at Gurdwaras, and we hosted a langar. When I say we, the students hosted a langar, the Sikh Society, on campus. We had 700 students come and staff to take part in langar together. And there were over 50 nationalities that came through as well. How beautiful is that? That's an English university, but celebrating diversity and inclusion at its core, and that is, for us, a strategic priority as well. It's a very embracing community, a very embracing university.
Well, she actually also mentioned
internships and placements are very much part of our curriculum, absolutely. Again, whilst we are not the academics and the support that is provided, I can give you a bit of an overview. When you come to Warwick, there are opportunities to join in programmes where you can get student funding for an idea. So we have Warwick Innovation, for example, so it's a competitive process, but you may be able to get some money towards a project to be born. We saw that Shreya set up her startup while she was at the university. We very much encourage that, to start that journey before you even graduate. There are also opportunities for small scholarship programs, but they are all competitive. It's not a given, but then that is the real world, isn't it? When we come to work, and in the workplace, not everything is thrown on a plate. The Warwick education is about teaching you resilience, teaching you to be entrepreneurial, and teaching you to be hugely ambitious so you can make that difference in the real world.
If you don't mind, I just want to know, does everybody get an internship?
So we have a huge careers program at Warwick. So we have we'll send you this as well because there's a lot to it. So we have our careers group of people. There's about 85, 90 people who sit within the careers team. So they, for example, help you build your CV. They help you practice interviews. We have huge career fairs throughout the year as well. So you'll get the big four. I'm not going to give any names, but you can imagine the big consulting firms, the big international banks, the big law firms, creative technology, etc. They all come onto campus and they have an opportunity to meet and greet with students. But at the same time, they all offer vacation schemes, internship programs, so they all have the opportunity to build that experience before they go out in the real world. And I think what I'd love to do is to send you that information because there is a lot of it. There are also awards, there are bursaries, there are opportunities to have paid, unpaid experiences both in the UK and international as well. And, sorry, I was going to say, this reminded me, we also have a student ambassador program as well, because I think it's really important for our students to be the ambassadors as well and tell their own stories also. And that can be part of a paid program as well.
Hi. So there are over 28,000 students at Warwick from over 145 countries. How do you ensure a smooth transition, especially culturally, for students, especially from South Asia, because everything is different, the culture, the food. So how do you ensure a smooth transition for those students?
So one of the biggest reasons we're here is we have something called the offer holder event. So that offer holder event, and I'm sure these guys have attended that as well, that's an opportunity to learn everything you possibly can. So from your visa process, how do I do my visa process, what do I need to do, what's my funding going to be like, what's the process going to be like, which airport should I fly into, what choice of my accommodation do I need to have, when do I need to apply for the accommodation, and then we have a panel with our alumni as well, those that have been studying 20 years plus ago or those that have only just studied and graduated 3 years ago. This time around we also created and new content of films of those students who were at the last year's offer holder event to tell their story. But there's no point in me in Satnam saying this is what it's going to be like. We had real people, real Indian students telling their story. But to be more specific, one of the challenges but opportunities is you're going to the UK, so you're going to miss your family. You're going to miss the home sort of cooked food. And those sort of home comforts. But the biggest opportunity is you'll have the chance to meet with international people, different minds, different worlds, different ways of thinking, and that's hugely important to build that resilience. The second thing is we have a great food court called Ganpati's, which serve dosas and biryani and samosas, etc. So you're not going to escape that, but also there's a chance for people to learn how to cook as well. But these are life skills that you need. When I went to university, my mum taught me how to cook when I was 8 to make sure I was there. But the thing is, when students from India go out to the UK, the biggest fear that parents have is it going to be safe for my child? Now, the benefit is the university is over 700 acres plus big. It's surrounded by woodlands, leafy, it's green, it's safe. And you've got everything from one end to the other. I think 15, 20 minutes you can walk to the big supermarkets, you can run across campus. We have a huge well-being team on campus. We've got a whole big security team on campus. We've got, like I said, 300 plus societies. There's nothing that the university does not offer. And if there is something that you feel, any student feels there isn't, they can make that happen and that support is there for them.